Hello Taurus, welcome to your July 2014 Runescope. My name is Amanda. Just want to remind you to watch the video for your rising sign to get some clarification on this very general sun sign reading, or to find out what other areas of life and other issues you may be dealing with in July. Of course, the only way to get a reading specifically for you is to schedule one with me. I do those on Skype. It's $65 for a half-an-hour session. Just drop me a line at the email address below this video if you want to set up an appointment. Sometimes it can take a few days for me to get back to you. Please be patient. I promise I will get back to you. I just go straight down the line. It's first come, first serve. So depending on how many people are ahead of you, it may take a little bit of time. But never fear, I will respond and we'll get that set up. But let's jump into July, Taurus. For your challenge for the month of July, there's several different ways that this can work. So I'm just gonna run through those. It'll be different for all of you, of course, since there are so many of you, Taurus and Taurus risings watching out there. But this is gonna have to do with a journey or a shift or change happening in your life. So for some of you, this may be a literal journey. You may be taking a trip in July, or wanting to take a trip because this is in the challenge position, and not sure if you're going to be able to get away, not sure if you're going to be able to take a vacation in July. The rune's advice is make sure that you take it. Do whatever you have to do. Everything's going to be fine. There's nothing that can't wait for you to take your vacation time, and you definitely need to get away. So make it a priority in July, Taurus, if this is how this is working for you. Some of you may be trying to get a new job, looking to shift and move into a new line of work. You may be trying to start your own business. And July says if you just keep on with the task, you're going to make this change. And it may be, a little scary at first. It may be a little bumpy at first, but it's all going to be positive. Some of you may be starting a new job that has a lot more responsibility. You may be intimidated a little bit, or maybe you feel like, oh my God, there's so much to learn, and you're going to sail through it. I mean, you will eventually learn it all. Everybody feels that way the first little bit of time on the job. And depending how much is involved, sometimes it can take, up to a full year before you have it down. So don't be so hard on yourself, Taurus. You'll get it. Give yourself time. Don't expect, to just walk in and your second day know everything, or your second week, or whatever. Don't be so hard on yourself. So that may be your challenge in July. Some of you expecting too much from yourself. You got to give it time if you're just now going through a big change like that and learning a lot. For some of you, there may be you may be trying to get up the courage to communicate with someone, or send them a message, or contact them. If you do, it does seem that, if this is somebody you haven't spoken to in a while, you could renew this connection. Or maybe this is somebody you just met. Maybe you got a number and you're thinking about calling. Definitely looks like in July, if you can get up the courage at some point in the month of July to make that call, the result will be positive. So just want to make sure you know that should make it easier maybe for you to make that move. For some of you, you may have a difference of opinion with someone in July, but what I'm seeing with this Taurus is that a midpoint can be reached, a compromise can be reached. So there is a way to find the win-win if you have a difference of opinion with someone in July. And it may be something that just kind of, bugs you when it happens, or you may think about it a little, for a while after it happens, and trying to figure out how you can fix it. Just know that there is going to be a change. You'll be able to come to a solution or a compromise. If this is a work situation, everybody will be able to figure this out, figure out a way forward. For a lot of you, Taurus, this could just be big changes happening in your life in July, and it looks like most of them are good or for the better. But it just may be, so much going on, so much change at once that it can be a little stressful. You can feel overwhelmed. That may be the challenge for some of you in July. For those of you who have been having domestic troubles, relationship troubles, if you've been looking to get out of a situation that has been difficult in that regard. It does look like you're going to have a joyous result from that. And it doesn't look like you have to do anything to get this joyous result. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, it seems like this comes from the other side. And it's not from whoever this other person is, or whoever's causing the friction, or maybe whoever caused friction in the family or among the family. They're kind of going to get their just desserts, and you're going to kind of like feel good about that. It's like, here you caused all this trouble, you caused these arguments, you caused these friction, all this friction among other people, and this is what you get. So yeah, it can be a bit disruptive. Oh, I just wanted to go back to the challenge. I forgot to mention, this can also be a health issue that maybe you have, maybe doctors have been trying to diagnose for you, Taurus. It could be that they reach actually find something, figure out maybe if you've been having health problems, what's causing this, and what the solution is. So for most of you, it does look like whatever this is can be treated. I see you being relieved and being returned to good health. So if something crops up in July, it does appear to be a good result for most of you, Taurus. So just wanted to throw that out there. Got strong powers of recovery health-wise in July. So you guys are usually pretty sturdy anyway. But yeah, as far as somebody who caused problems for you in the past, somebody who hurt you in the past, is going to be getting the wind knocked out of their sails in some way. And they deserve this. I mean, I don't ever encourage that you take joy in other people's suffering, but it does look like this is, you know, somebody or a few people who have caused suffering for others. And have caused friction. You know, somebody in your family also, Taurus, could be experiencing health issues. And this may be a little bit more difficult to diagnose. It could come out of nowhere, or you could find out about it out of nowhere. For some of you, maybe this person's been trying to hide it, been trying to hide that. For some of you, I'm getting Alzheimer's. Maybe somebody, you find out someone in your family has that and has been hiding it from people. And, you know, or something's causing them to behave in a way that is, you know, they're not themselves. This can also be an addiction issue, you know, or a mental health issue. And it could be something somebody's trying to hide and it just kind of comes out. But it does seem that this person may finally seek treatment, or like you'll be able to get this person or help this person to see, you need to get this fixed, you need to see someone about correcting this or fixing this. So that may be why you're joyous, rather than somebody getting back what they deserve, although that can play out for some of you. For others of you, it could just be that somebody who needs to get help because their addiction or their mental health issue or something has been disrupting the family finally does so. Maybe they hit their rock bottom and finally realize, okay, this has gone far enough. I need to get rid of this problem. Help that's going to be available to you is coming in the form of good luck and good influences, with people coming from people around you. I feel like you'll be very protected by people around you, or they will be people around you in July will bring other positive people into your life. So yeah, be sure to surround yourself with your good friends and the people you trust in July. For those of you who are single and looking, you could be in the right place at the right time in July to meet someone. So definitely get out there. If you're in the States, maybe go see the fireworks July 4th, or go to a cookout or a picnic or something, because it does seem you could meet someone through someone that you know. And this could be a newer friend, somebody newer on the scene. Or maybe this is a newer friend that you're kind of crushing on and you find out that they're crushing on you, or you know, it's somebody you just met recently, they invite you to their house, and lo and behold, one of their friends is you know, very attractive to you. So yeah, Taurus, those of you who are single, definitely get out there. For those of you who are coupled up already, there is a positive new influence as far as being lucky in love, being lucky in your relationship coming in July. So if things have been difficult, if maybe there's been arguments and some stresses, you know, all relationships go through that. But if it's been particularly active this year with arguments and disagreements, it does look like you're going into a more calm phase and renewing the friendship bond. Or maybe if this relationship if you didn't really strengthen that friendship bond, you will be working on that for the rest of the year. And this may come through something that you both discover you enjoy. I mean, there may be, again, a new person that you meet as a couple, or a new couple, or some new friends that you make that are interested in something or have a hobby that you also find interesting, and it kind of bonds you in that shared interest, something you didn't know maybe that you would enjoy. What can't be changed about July is that there will be, something going on domestically, either with your mate or boyfriend or girlfriend or with family, some kind of conflict going on. But this isn't going to stay the way that it is. So if it's negative, I mean, it is going to change and be better. But July, it may be difficult for you to stay positive about it. It may be difficult for you to feel like this situation is going to turn around. You may get upset with people when they don't see your viewpoint, and you just may leave. Like if everybody's having a conversation about someone, you may leave. If you're the one with the addiction, or you're the one that needs the help, Taurus, leaving would definitely not be in your best. That would not be in your best interest, because it does look like these people care about you, and they are right. So, if you have an addiction, if you have a mental imbalance, and you've been in the denial phase, just know that if you don't get help with that, you will eventually hit rock bottom. And if you can avoid that and just kind of recognize it and get the help that you need before that, you should definitely do that. That's definitely the way to go. But for most of you, I just think maybe you're dealing with people who are wanting to turn a blind eye to whoever this person is and keep enabling this person, and you're disgusted with that, and you remove yourself from it. But again, going back to this, it does look like differences of opinion. You can reach a midpoint. You can reach a compromise. So maybe if you get angry in the situation, it'll give birth to a new idea or a new way of handling this, or a way of getting others to see your point of view. Because I do see July ending on a good note for you, Taurus. I do see you, there's a new beginning for you that intuitively you just felt you were always meant to do this, or you were always, or something just plays out in a way that you always thought it would. And that may not make sense now, but if you watch this back at the end of July, it should make sense. Yeah, I think for a lot of you, this has to do with financial things, with this new job, this new start, this shift or change you're trying to make with financial stuff. There's something you've always been meant to do, Taurus, and for those of you who aren't yet doing it, it could very well be that in July you take steps to get to that job, or you take a course where you're qualified to do that now, or you get a certification, or you look into getting a certification that will qualify you to do what you want to do. Again, I don't know that all of you will be starting this by the end of July, but you will have something finished, something completed that's going to enable you to move forward with that. So yeah, a lot of you are leaving your old past way of making money behind and starting something new. So, and a very positive thing. Something that will be very satisfying to you emotionally, mentally, and also in your pocketbook, because I do think this is more money than you've been making doing whatever you have been doing, Taurus, for those of you who aren't doing what you should be doing. Some of you probably are. But the rest, those of you who are still looking, you're dissatisfied with that, July is a great month to make strides towards the job or the occupation that you really want, towards the financial goals that you have. And yeah, it's something that you've always wanted to do, or maybe you always thought you wanted to do, maybe even as a child. Because I sometimes ask people that, what did you want to do when you were a little kid? Normally it's either that or some offshoot of that you should be doing, or at least, you know, something, if it's really far-fetched, at least it's something that you should be doing as a hobby, because you know, you'd be surprised, you take a hobby and it can turn into a way to make money if it's creative, if you're actually making something. So Taurus, keep that in mind in July. I do think that you know, whatever this new start is financially is going to benefit you. And a lot of you, this may have to do with the internet. It may be connected to the internet. You may just set up a website in the very literal sense, but I mean, it could have to do with software development or video game development or something like that. You know, there may be a connection there to that. There may be a connection to teaching. Some of you may want to be teachers. Any exams that you take in July, you're going to do very well though. So if you are looking to get a certification, or if you're taking summer classes, you're going to do very well. Don't put that off, because you may do better than you think. If you feel like you're not ready, it seems like you're more ready than you think. So don't delay it. Don't delay it because you're scared. Because again, going back to this, you may be afraid you don't know enough, you don't have the knowledge, but you do. So good luck with everything in July, Taurus, and I'll see you back here in August.